Hello, Romance. This is Aromie here. Welcome back to Color X Malice. We're here now with Sasazuka. Hopefully I'll remember his first name, maybe.
決まった。これ以上なく決まったぜ。じゃあ次、タケルの番だな。
Takeru. Okay, I'll remember that quite easily. Oh yeah, I will not tolerate any further slights. Anyway, it's your turn, Takeru. 24. Takeru Sasazuka.
サイバー犯罪対策課にいた笹塚健。以上。
He said his name so fast. Sounds like he says Sasazuka. It's not Sasazuka? Someone please say his last name again. Oh, it's in the Cyber Crimes Division. Takeru Saza. That's all. Enomoto's introduction was so dynamic that this feels somewhat lacking. Thinking back to what I'd overheard in the office, over here in the office, I remember hearing about cybercrime prevention a few times. If I recall correctly, that division was quite difficult to get into. His skills must be the real deal if he got in at his age. Anyway, it couldn't be a coincidence that everyone here was related to the police. Is the reason you all quit the force because you questioned the righteousness of the police like the letter mentioned? I knew it was prying, but I figured I might as well take a shot. Sasazuka Saza and Enomoto averted their eyes. Maybe they didn't want to talk about it. Only Yanagi looked me in the eyes and answered my question.
それぞれ思うところがあって辞めたのは確かだ。
It's true that we all quit for our own individual reasons.
組織の方針に従えなかった。俺が目指す事件の解決のためには警察じゃできないことがあったんだ。
I couldn't follow the department's policy. I wouldn't be able to solve the case as a police
だか
officer.
らここで独自に事件の捜査を続けることにした。
So I left, and I've continued to pursue it on my own. I see. They obviously all had their own baggage. That was why all these fellow ex-officers had gravitated to each other to pursue the case. I could understand that much.
ねえ、そこの3人はともかくさ、この手を取り合いたいって中に俺も含まれてるのかな。
Hey, setting you three aside for a moment, do you think the bad guys included me when they were talking about joining hands? Shiraishi spoke flippantly while waving the note around as if to break the tense mood. Alright. In his own eccentric way, Shiraishi brought up a very valid point. Shiraishi, you still work with the police, so how did you know about all this? If the messages are to be trusted, I'll be killed if the police know about this.
なんでも何も1通目の手紙、君を殺すっていう予告状は俺が仕事で扱う事件資料の中に紛れ込んでたからだよ。
Somehow, the first letter, the one that said you would die, was slipped into some case files that I was handling. What?
捜査一課から届けられた資料だったんだけど、ご丁寧に探偵事務所様って宛名付きでね。
They were documents I got from Section 1, but they were addressed to a detective agency.
だからここのメンバーである俺が柳くんたちに伝えて君を探し当てたってわけ。
So I, as a member of this agency, took it to the others, and then we found you. So he was the reason why I was alive. Or they found me.
警察に知らせたら女性を殺すってあるんだよ。報告なんてできないじゃない。
A woman would die if the police found out, right? Obviously, I couldn't call it in. He smiled as he said that, so it seemed to me that he was more amused than concerned. It still doesn't feel right to me that a current police employee is involved here.
そして
I mean,
2通目。
what about
さっ
me?
き見せた手紙は、お前を見つけて新宿園から帰ってきたら、この事務所のテーブルに置いてあった。
And the second letter you just saw was left on the table in this office after we found you at the Shinjuku Garden. Huh. The first letter was a notice, so the second was deliberately planted here after they confirmed my rescue. I don't know if I took a picture of this, but... The first letter leads me to believe someone currently in the investigations HQ was involved. But to leave the second letter here in this office, did the person who put this collar on me come here before the others had returned? That seemed unrealistic. The culprit would have needed to track these three to avoid encountering them. What's suspicious is, there were too many possibilities, but one suspicion within my mind grew. notice has been added to the materials. Letters from Adonis has been... Adonis, that's who they are.
で、飼い猫にされたその女の首は調べていいのか？
Well, lady who's been turned into a pet cat. Can we examine your collar? Huh? My head snapped to attention after I heard Sasazuka's sudden remark. Pet cat? Okay, Sasazuka? Now hold on a second. Why are you calling me a pet cat?
なんだ見てねえのか。その首輪には猫の絵が入ってんだよ。
Can't you see it? There's a picture of a cat on your collar. What? I didn't want people to see the collar, so I'd done my best to hide it.
それに、お前が倒れていた場所にも X デイ事件の現場にいつも置かれているコインがあった。
Also, one of the standard X-Day calling cards, a coin, was left at the site where you went down.
その首輪と同じような猫のモチーフとアネモネの花があしらわれたものだ。
That's cute. When did they have the time to make that? The coins have the same cat motif as your collar, with an anemone flowers in the back. What's anemone flower? Adonis has adopted this as its symbol. The flower contains a chemical called ranunculin, which enzymatically breaks down into the toxin. Bro, big words.
X デイ事件の主犯って言われてるテロ組織アドニスのシンボルな。お前も見たことくらいあんだろ。
Is a symbol of the terrorist group claiming responsibility for X-Day, Adonis. You've probably seen it before. Yeah.
持ち帰って白石に調べてもらったが、これまでの事件現場に置かれていたコインと一致した。
I had Shiraishi examine it back at the station. It's the same as the coins that have been left at the other crime scenes.
X デーのカウントダウンを表すローマ数字はなかったみたいだけどね。
What does that say? Men are blind in their own... What? What the fuck does that say? I only can read men are blind in their own... I have no idea. But there wasn't a Roman numeral counting down to the X day this time.
これが12月の事件になるなら1の数字が残されてるはずなんだけど。
If this was to be the December incident, then there should have been a I written there, which is, I'm assuming, a Roman numeral.
その首輪だけだと模倣犯って線も考えられるけど、コインが一致したってことは。
If it was just a collar, we could possibly dismiss this as a copycat crime. But that coin means
実行犯は間違いなく X デイ事件の関係者ってことだ。
the perpetrator is related to the X-Day cases without a doubt.
人のセリフ取るなよ。しかも一番いいところだったのに。
Don't steal my line, man. I was building up to the best part.
知るか。下手にもったいつけてるお前が悪いんだろ。
Like I care. It's your own fault for squandering the moment. I sort of felt bad for Inamoto, but I also really didn't think this was the time. Somebody related to X-Day put this collar around my neck. That means finding out who did this will be no easy task. I'm assuming there's like no thumbprints either. I'm assuming they used gloves to put it on my neck or something. The entire police force was investigating X-Day and they'd gotten nowhere. There was only so much headway I'd be able to make on my own.
で、首は調べていいんだな。
So, the collar, can we see it? Huh? Sasazuka raised his voice again, irritated. I sat there not understanding the question.
その首輪の向こうにいるやつ。調べるのは自由にって言ってたよな。
The voice from the collar said that we were free to examine it.
いやでもまずくね。あっちの不利益になるようなら殺すみたいなこと言ってたし。
No, but isn't that a bad idea? They also said they'd kill her if we caused any trouble for them. I mean, you can just look at it, can't you? Get a magnifying glass, just look at it. What do they mean by examine it? Like trying to grab it out of my neck?
無理に外そうとしたら殺す。でも調べるのは自由にしろ。
They'll kill her if
中
we
には
try
こ
to
の
take
違い
it
は
off.
分かんねえだろ。
But we're also free to examine it. There's obviously a difference, idiot.
つまりどういうことよ。
So what does that mean?
調べられるもんなら調べてみろってことだ。あっちにも相当な自信があるみたいだな。
It's a test. They're daring us to figure out what we can.
さすがにリスクが高すぎる。相手の判断基準もつかめないうちから無茶はするべきじゃない。
Excuse me. Oh my god. I think the risk is too great. We don't understand how they think yet, so we shouldn't take any unnecessary risks.
何もクラッキングするわけじゃねえよ。首輪が無線で電波を発してるなら種類を調べるくらいできる。
I won't be cracking anything. We can at least check for the type of EM waves coming off the
ど
collar.
れだけ大層な防御なのかも知っておいて損はないしな。
It wouldn't hurt to see just what kind of countermeasures they built into it. I wasn't able to keep up with the conversation at all.
柳さん、やりたくないならやらない。事件の捜査に戻るだけだ。
Yanagi, if you say to leave it be at will, we can just go back to pursuing the case. Is Yanagi like the main lead?
星野、笹塚の腕は信用できる。任せてみる気はないか。
Hoshino, you can trust Sasasuka. Do you want to let him take a look? It's not dangerous, is it?
犯人の目的はお前を殺すことじゃない。ルールに反さなければむやみに殺さない。
The criminal's goal isn't to kill you. You'll be okay as long as you obey their rules. Do you understand? Yes.
その相手が調べるのは自由にしろと言った。笹塚の言う通り、たどられない自信があるんだ。
They said we were free to examine the collar. As Sasasuka said, they're sure we won't find them.
大まかな構造だけでも知っておけば、今後対処しやすくはなると思う。
But we should at least get a sense of its general structure because I think it'll be important. Yanagi was persuasive. They could kill me whenever they felt like it, so there had to be a reason they hadn't yet. That was a weakness we could
危険が
exploit.
ゼロとは言えない。怖ければ無理にやらなくていい。
I won't say that this is without risk. It's your life at stake, so we won't force you.
自分で決めろ。10秒待ってやる。
Make up your mind. I'll wait 10 seconds. Wow, 10 seconds is all I get. After they go, are they going to force me or not? 10 seconds. What's wrong with this guy?
それ以上待たせたら俺が決める。
Make me wait any longer and I'll decide for you. There was poison in the collar. I haven't been able to relax since it was put on. I don't know when I'll be killed. If that's the case, please do it, Sasasuka. And please don't provoke them. I had no idea how he would examine it. I didn't know anything about his skills. But I thought it was the right call because Yanagi said we'd be collaborating from now on.
遅えな。とっくに10秒過ぎてる。
Too late! 10 seconds was up a while ago.
お前が待ってやるとか珍しい。
Wow, man. You've never waited for anyone.
さすがに人命かかってるからね。
And life is on the line after all.
笹塚、
Please. The way he says his name is so fast. I can't say it. Please, Sasasuka.
了解。
Got it. What are you gonna do? Magnifying glass? Oh. While Sasasuka was fiddling with his computer, I couldn't move a millimeter. Would the final sting of pain come? Would the collar miraculously fall free? I don't think so. With a grunt, Sasasuka stopped typing. The clock in the keyboard ceased. Well,
大体わかった。
I got the gist of it. Wait, I don't understand. What did you do?
へえ、乾杯ってことか。笹塚くんでも太刀打ちできないんじゃ相当レベルが高いってことだね。
A complete failure, eh? It must be pretty sophisticated if even you couldn't deal with it, Sasasuka.
マジかよ。おい、タケル。全く成果なしなのか。
Seriously, man? Takaru, didn't you get any info at all?
うるせえな。大体わかったって言っただろ。
Shut up. I said I got the gist of it. Which is not much. So which is it?
笹塚くんが曖昧な言い方をするのは悔しいから。
Sasasuka speaks vaguely when he's frustrated.
レベルは高い。壊す覚悟なら侵入くらいできるが、それやったらそいつが死ぬ。
It's advanced. I could penetrate the security if I was prepared to break it, but she'll die if I do.
まあ、簡単には突破できないセキュリティだって分かっただけでも十分成果なんじゃない？
While learning that its security is impervious to you is a different type of success, yes?
そうだな。
He does have a point.
もう一つ、監視カメラはついてない。
Oh! Answered my question! One more thing, it doesn't have a camera. At least my privacy isn't that totally out the window.
ほう、十分な成果じゃん。さすがは天才ハッカーのタケルくん。
Oh, that's great intel. It's expected from genius hacker Takeru-kun.
お前のパソコンの中身流出させるぞ。
Now post what you have on your PC.
やめてください。それだけは絶対にやめてください。
Wait, what? What's on his PC? Please don't do that. Anything but that. I don't get all of it, but the caller didn't react to whatever he tried. I wouldn't die from anything that he did. I could take some relief from that at least. And it doesn't have a camera. Whoa. I don't know how I pulled that up. What was that button? Wait. Oh, okay. What was that button that I pressed? No, I don't want that. I don't know what button I pressed to have the log up. Still, even a programmer as skilled as Sasuzuka was unable to glean any valuable information, so it won't come off easily. This is where we are going to save for today. This is okay. My drift is happening right now as we speak. Hello. I'm fighting with my drift. Thank God. Okay. At least we know now there's no camera in it, so I feel somewhat at more ease to know that. And the materials are right here to like look at, I guess, for proof. I don't know. And then this is the dictionary in case you guys were wondering where all the red words were coming from. But anyway, this is quite exciting. I'm very happy that there is no camera in it because I was thinking like, what the fuck? They're literally they're invading my privacy. Like, they're still invading my privacy, but knowing that they can't see anything is a little bit more comforting. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.